Hi, everybody. I hope you're doing well just after Thanksgiving. I am Lisa Rowland, Artistic Director of BATS, and I'm here with Joe McGinley, who's the head of the School of Improv. And we are here to tell you a little bit about some big changes that are coming to the School of Improv and sort of new ways to think about the structure. So we're really excited to let you in on some of that stuff. So Joe, tell us a little bit about what we can expect starting in the new year, what this new system is going to look like.
Well, in I came here in July, and I've just been sort of assessing the school, trying to see where do we want students to end up if they train here at Bat School of Improv. What is the process and what is the end goal? And looking at the shows that Bats offers and all the main company shows, storytelling is such a huge part of it, long form storytelling. So that helped me look at the training and see what is working and what might be needed on the path so that students can do long form narrative shows. And so I'm going to share my screen with you right now. This is a very colorful slide that I made because I'm a visual person. And so, first of all, I never want to fix what's not broken. So, so the this is our new foundational series of Bat Style Improv. And this here, the first one is Foundation One. And that would be the Foundation One improv class that you can come to rely on here at Bat. So it's very successful and really teaches students what the improviser's mindset is, which is a gift in the yes and positive listening. Mistakes are gifts, as well as giving you the skills you need to work with others under pressure and learn some building blocks of improvisation. So that's what we got. Foundation two, you then always like build on those skills. You get more comfortable, but you're getting more complex skills that you wouldn't have been ready for in Foundation one. And also the new lens of Foundation two will be getting really comfortable in the physical world as far as your physical body, stage presence, how to how to be when you don't know what to say. And that's such an important skill, because if you think improv is just when you're talking, then you're missing a huge part that's so important in narrative storytelling, of responding and actually being somewhere and taking the audience on a journey with you. And then Foundation three, which I think people are really going to love, the lens of Foundation three will be character and relationship. So building on everything you learn in Foundation two, one and two, and then having the instructor really bring all the exercises in, so you really feel like you know you're someone with a point of view, you have something that you want, something at stake, you're relating to others, and story comes from character and relationship. So you're not, notice with all three of these, you're not learning plot right away, because plot or story comes from people believable characters that want something and are responding.
Mhm.
So then in Foundation four, you'd be learning, we're calling it anatomy of a scene and acting skills, but you'll of course be doing scene work in the Foundation two and three classes, but really learning to take apart scene and understand scene starts, how not to sag in the middle, how to know when a scene is over, and then layering in also acting skills that you'll want to have at your fingertips as you make up a story on the spot with others, like how to respond emotionally to what is happening. And building on that, Foundation five is putting longer. So now that you've worked on scenes, putting longer scenes together. Like that was a great scene. What would come next? What follows that? So learning the arc of an overall narrative, and probably I find the easiest way to teach that is through a genre. And so you'll learn a little bit of genre and how story, long form story, comes out of that genre and what is specific about that. Leading into Foundation six, which is a 12-week class, you'll have performance at the end, and you're putting it all together. I do want to say, if you're like, oh, that's a long time to wait for performance, up here in the Sunday student jams, once you've been gone through Foundation 1 and 2, you'd be eligible to play on Sundays in the Sunday student jam. So you can be performing short form, and that'll be coach directed all through that from Foundation 2 on as you work toward more of the narrative, putting that all together. Here you have, from here, set Foundation 6. Again, a coach approval will be required for you to move from one to the other. And let's say after this performance class, you'll have two roads. You might go, I really want, I'm not quite ready. If you're a non-actor, you might not be ready to go into the performing labs, but you really may catch the bug, as we all did, and want to stay around. So you'd go in the ongoing classes. This is an improv gym. It'd be similar to studio scene work, but it doesn't really have an end to it. You could be in there for 6 months, could be 3 months, who knows? But you'll be working with your coach on whatever's an area you need to work on, with the goal being, I want to get into the performing labs. I love this. One could stay in improv gym. That could be your improv home for quite a long time, because it'll be tailored to your needs. There'll be a strong ensemble, and you may not want to perform, but you just might love your class and making up stories together every week. So you'll have choice all along the way. A lot of and what is not going away is all the bats. At least since I've been here from July, I've been really amazed by all the specialty classes. Like the creativity of the coaches has been astounding. So those will always be happening. Bat Summer School. There'll be the lunch and learn at lunchtime, the corporate at work classes. Of course, our youth program that Jenny runs, and then Intro to Improv for anyone who's like, wow, this looks amazing, but I don't know what I'm doing. There'll always be the 2-hour intro you could take. So that's a very fast overview. Do you have any questions?
Well, talk a little bit about the performance labs. So, Improv Gym is an ongoing scene study that is tailored to individual needs, and then performance labs. What do those look like? What does that feel like?
So there's an advanced performing lab that's doing shows right now that people could see. They're doing a soap opera on Friday nights. They have 3 more shows. So there's 3 level of performing labs: beginning, intermediate, and advanced. So if someone came in here, this is also organic, which I love, where you start the class with your ensemble. Say there's like 8 to 12 of you. You have 4 to 8 weeks of scene work where the coach is really getting to know you're working, challenging you, going deeper into scene work, anatomy, or acting skills, whatever is needed. And the genre that you're going to perform will come out from your coach of seeing what is needed. Like, that's how soap happened. I was like, oh, this group needs soap opera will be great, because they'll get to really dive into one character and really hone in on soap is great for scene enders. It's very specific in that way. So each class will be on a kind of a different schedule, because it will be basically what that class needs.
Hmm.
Beginning performance, focusing on short form, and then intermediate performance, having some short form but leading toward narrative, and then the long form advance would be just long form narrative. And you really need all of it. I think short form's really valuable, because there's something when students don't have short form training and they just go to long form narrative, sometimes they're too serious and forget that there's a play and a lift to improv that's really needed within a long form performance. And it's really hard to teach unless you have that foundation in short form improv training. So I really believe they work together beautifully.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So this looks amazing. It just looks really clear and driven, and there's like those performance labs seem so exciting to like dive into genre and formats. That's so sweet. Thank you for sharing this with us. Is there anything else that comes to mind about anything you want to share with folks about what they can expect out of this?
Well, I think 2 things. One, we're starting this up in January, so things are happening now, and we're releasing the classes to sign up for this week. Probably. So I'm hoping that people feel like, you know, improv can be so chaotic, and we're always open to reality and what is actually happening versus what we wish is happening. So this will always be in flux as we get to know what the community needs are.
Yeah.
And if anyone has any questions, they can contact me at joe@improv.org and I will answer them. But I'm excited to start this. It's been a long work. It's been in progress for a while, so I'm very excited it's happening.
Great. Excellent. Well, thank you so much. We'll go ahead and wrap it up, but thanks for sharing all of this with us. And everybody out there, I really hope you think about coming and signing up for a class. We've got loads of specialties all through December that you can sign up for right now and then look ahead to January to plug into the system.
Thank you.
Okay, great. Goodbye,
All right.
everybody.